guess we'll get started just momentarily here. I get a couple extra minutes, so, I mean, I'll use them. So a horse walks into a bar. Hi, I'm Lisa Flynn, and tonight I'm going to share my thoughts on fairy tales, old and new, with you. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you all know what big girl panties are. Do you know? Yeah. You have to wear them to make tough decisions, right? Now, where you wear them is entirely up to you. This is a judgment-free zone, okay? So I think as children, we're all sold the fairy tale. First, we grow up, right? And then we fall in love. We share a close, intimate wedding with just our nearest and dearest friends and family. Maybe get a modest starter home, have some kids, grab a swagger wagon, generally live happily ever after. And in this day and age, of course, we want to balance that perfect family with a great career as well. And if all goes well, we might even get to save the world in the process. I mean, all in a day's work, and we can do it in fabulous shoes. Nothing wrong with that, right? Right, and a truth lasso. So, I mean, my parents didn't totally screw me up. I know what you're thinking. I didn't think it was going to be this easy, right? But honestly, I'm not sure that I realized just how hard it really could be. So if you would like to hear, I'll tell you a little bit of my story tonight, too. Good, because otherwise we'd have a couple minutes to kill, so I'm glad you're willing. So, my life was going swimmingly. Strong and charming husband, 2 healthy boys, loyal family dog, thriving business, 2 actually. Pretty much living the dream in Bend, Oregon. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty damn close. Till I got a phone call one day that changed my life. My dad, who was my inspiration, my biggest fan, my rock, was ripped from our lives tragically when a reckless driver crossed the center line and struck him on his motorcycle head-on. And then the world kept turning right into 2008, and things actually got worse. I don't know if you all remember 2008. There was a little hiccup with our economy. Do you remember? You remember, right, yeah. So we're still waiting for that scene to end, as they say, right? So let's recap. Death of a king, damsel in distress, suffering townspeople, and did I mention the wicked stepmother? Because I could tell you stories there, seriously. I wanted the fairy tale, guys, and guess what? I got it. This is the fairy tale. But I think it's more like a choose-your-own-adventure novel, right? All good stories have conflict, even tragedy. Yet when things go wrong in our life, when we make mistakes, when we have problems, we think we've done something wrong. I beg to differ. I think that's what we're meant to do. I think it's how we learn. So in the middle of my own personal hell, complete with a bike-riding witch, I had a moment of clarity, and I stopped playing a character role in my own life, and I stepped into the leading role. And you can do that too by making a choice. So let's take these 2 ladies. One of them is lying and waiting, while the other one is lying in wait, despite being victimized to a degree that make most of us shudder at the thought. She decided not to be a victim, and then she made a plan. Atta girl. So you just have to make a choice. I mean, you can always change your mind, usually, right? So I recently made a decision to close down a business that I'd poured my heart and soul into, and it was profitable. Crazy, right? Maybe, but I learned a lesson about shifting paradigms. Joseph Campbell said that we're all in a free fall into our future, and the only thing that we need to do to transform our hell into a paradise is to make the fall a voluntary act. In other words, make it a choice. Easier said than done, but that's what big girl panties are for, right? Which boys can wear too, by the way, even under tights. You cannot get to your next destination if you refuse to leave your last. It just doesn't happen. I knew what I wanted to do deep down, and I think you do too. So go do it. Being authentic is what people crave in this world. They want to see authenticity in people, in relationships, and in business. To be authentic, you draw people to you. You're literally like a tractor beam. You light up. I mean, hell, you practically sparkle, right? Not in a vampire sort of way, unless you're into that thing. To do that, you have to face your fears. So have a little chat with that 800-pound gorilla that always seems to be in the room, or worse yet, on your back. We can see it too, by the way. We all know. I'll tell you what, I faced mine down, and I live to tell, and I feel better, and I'm doing better than ever. Being authentic means you're on your path. It's about becoming the person that you believe that you were meant to be. It's about fulfilling your destiny, right? We've all seen it. It's that pivotal moment when the main character finally figures it out. It's the aha moment. They say that opportunity only dances with those who are already on the dance floor. So just make sure that you're at the right club, right? And for God's sake, don't put baby in the corner. Don't do it. So remember, your life doesn't have to be perfect to have the fairy tale ending. If you want to be happy, then just choose to be happy instead of searching for it. So make it a choice. Shift your paradigm and be authentic. And if you were waiting for a sign to do this, there you go. You're welcome. Thank you.